And the other thing is this, you can't be fooled by the K-shaped recovery. And what is the K-shaped recovery? Well, it's basically just a way of describing how the ultra wealthy are still doing better than ever, while the bottom 90% of folks are struggling right now. Supposedly, we are supposed to get a CPI report on November 1st, and we never got one for October due to the government shutdown. But if the shutdown's still happening, we might not even get the November one either. But if we do get one, what it will likely show is just how hard hit middle and lower income consumers have been hit by inflation, with rising everyday expenses like groceries and gas, for example. And it's not really a big surprise that, according to a recent JP Morgan survey, your income bracket is the largest determining factor on your view of the current state of the economy. However, there's a big asterisk to that, which even a lot of people who are doing well right now recognize that it's all fake, guys, but they're just benefiting from it. That doesn't mean that everybody who's benefiting thinks that the economy is doing well. It just means that they're taking full advantage of it while the getting's good. Who can blame them? One perfect example of this K-shaped recovery is the Coca-Cola brand. They have all types of beverages underneath the Coca-Cola umbrella. Things like Topo Chico sparkling water and Fairlife protein shakes, items that are seeing sales growth continue even in a bad economy. And those are very expensive niche products for people that have the money to drop on an expensive protein shake or on a sparkling water. But at the same time, Coca-Cola is seeing higher demand at both dollar stores that cater to low-income consumers looking for deals and higher-end outlets that skew toward wealthier consumers, which shows you that people who have the money have no problem spending it, even in a bad economy, and people who don't have the money are scraping everything that they can together just to be able to get the best deal possible, buying things when they're on sale from places like the dollar store. This is why you see companies like McDonald's desperately try to continue to increase their offerings on the value menu in the response to this changing consumer landscape. McDonald's right now is claiming that they see upper income consumers performing well, while its lower and middle income diners are showing us a different story. Traffic for lower income consumers is down double digits at McDonald's, and it's because people are either choosing to skip a meal or they're choosing to just eat at home. And that's a good thing, especially with how bad for you McDonald's is. So I'm actually happy to hear that. Another sector of the economy that shows us the K-shaped recovery is real is just last month, according to Cox Automotive, I made a whole video about this, brand new car prices hit all-time record highs at $50,000. And this happened at this very same time when auto loan defaults and repossessions are also at record highs. Well, the defaults are at record highs, the repossessions are not, but you get the picture. This is a direct quote from Cox Automotive when they said today's auto market is being driven by wealthier households who have access to capital, good loan rates, and are propping up the higher end of the market. You can see it happening with airlines as well. Airlines have been reporting more sales of their higher end tickets in the recent months, while the lower end tickets are not being sold, which shows you that people who have the money to buy a first class plane ticket are having no trouble doing that right now, but the regular coach seats are going unfilled. In fact, Delta Airlines said earlier this month that revenue from its premium offerings is expected to surpass the coach cabin next year. And they're not seeing any signs of a slowdown for these first class tickets.